Hello, hello! Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and we are continuing Stillness, the Sublimation of Shadow, Chapter 2, Act 2, in the name of the Resistance. Follow Tepede and help the wounded Resistance soldiers. Your first meeting with Raiden Shah, that doesn't seem like it has changed yet. So, yeah, we're back in game, and I've made my way up here. And it was really weird. Like, I climbed on that tower, and I was just like, who decided to put this tower here? Because there's no way to actually climb up this tower. There's no ladder. But then there's actually, like, equipment up there. So, like, how did they bring the equipment up there in the first place? Like, there's, like, crates and stuff up there. Like, if I climb up here, I get stuck. I get stuck here, which was really weird. So it was like, clearly this is just, like, a decoration that the devs just put down just to, like, fill in this empty space, and they didn't really think about, like, the realistic logistics of having a tower like this, like a tower without a ladder. Is that on purpose? Like, they put some really, like, valuable stuff there, and you need to get a ladder in order to get it. But then at the same time, it's like, it's out in the open anyway. People can just, like, I don't know, if they're being attacked or something, the space gets attacked, they would just, like, burn this thing down, right? I don't know. Yeah, this whole thing didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I was up there. I wanted to show off the horizon, actually, but I accidentally fell down. So yeah, you can see Dragon Spine Mountain. You can see Li Yue. And if you, like, look closely, you can see Beidou the Crux by the Guyun Stone Forest there. Maybe I'll, like, zoom in with and when I'm editing. Note to self: zoom in the editing, and show off some of the things you can see, even though you're this far away. So there's Dragon Spine Mountain on the right. You can see. You can kind of see, like, some of the land formations around Mondstadt. You can completely see the Guyun Stone Forest. Can you see Li Yue? You can see the, what is it called? Juyun Karst or something? What is that place called? Yeah, the Jieyun Karst, and, like, that floating tower. The floating, I don't know, it looks like a hangout area. It's, like, floating, and that's where you find the recipe to Adeptus or something, the Adeptus Temptation. And yeah, and then a bunch of generic land masses to the left, and actually no land masses to the right. Oh, I wonder what that is. Is that wait, what? Which way am I looking at here? I wonder what that is in that direction. So it's like this direction here. Oh, it could be just this stuff. Never mind. I was thinking, like, that would be no, it does look like the Golden Archipelago. Some of the landforms. No, maybe not. I feel like the Golden Apple Archipelago had some taller land masses than that. That might just be some of the islands off of Narukami Island there. Narukami? Yeah, it's just like this stuff here. Oh, anyway. I came up here to also kind of have a top-down view of this area, and it looks pretty cool. Cool little base. Gets the job done, I guess. Takashi, how are you doing? Oh, when did you think this war will end? I am willing to do anything to keep my sister safe, but I don't want to fight this war. About your sister? Yeah, I have a very cute little sister. She is currently back home in Watatsumi Island. My sister is still very young, but she is very clever and understanding. As her big brother, I hope that she can remain innocent and pure. I really don't want her to find out about the ugly sides of this world. That's inevitable, and a fool's errand, as some people would say. But, I don't know, I guess you do you. Didn't someone once say that there is no winter in war? As long as there is conflict, people will get hurt. Therefore, I have to stay here and fight for the sake of my sister's safety, even though I hate fighting. I shall not let the Shogunate army set foot upon my land. Or you can get into politics and change things from a political standpoint. I don't know. About your homeland. My family spent many generations in Gorou village on Watatsumi Island. Is this all like foreshadowing to what areas we're going in the future? Because I don't think Watatsumi Island and Gorou village is on the current Inazuma map. So is this map going to get expanded in like 2.1 or 2.2 or something? It's a small village with beautiful scenery, and people led peaceful lives there. When I was small, I would often listen to the sound of waterfalls nearby. I would stay there for the whole day. If it wasn't for this war, I probably would never have left my home and would have just spent a quiet, peaceful life there instead. Ah, the wars. Wars do terrible things to people, to people's families. What's that up there? I'm like, ooh, shiny. Is it just bird eggs? Ah, it's just bird eggs. Boo. Oh, I can make a grand entrance. Surprise! Takuda and Masashi, are you impressed by my hero landing there? You didn't expect that coming, did you? Ha ha ha. Takuda.
この人が新しい隊員か?
Cover your mouth when you cough, man.
見るからに強そうだ。傷が治ったら手合わせしてほしいもんだぜ。
Oh yeah, you can spar with me, but don't complain after you get hurt.
待て待て。新入りにいきなり勝負を挑むやつがいるか。それにその傷。
Yeah, you're hurt.
半月かかるだろ。
Did you know we fought against the Electro Archon? We fought against Raiden Shogun? Yeah, be impressed. You're supposed to be impressed with our feats.
てっぺ、この人はお前が連れてきたのか? お前は前線でうまくやれてるか?
How are things in the front line? It's fucked.
確かに幕府軍は僕たちの想像よりはるかに強かったけど、それでも僕は自分のできることを最大限こなした。
Yeah, you're being bullied by their samurais.
あの時、幕府軍は洪水のように迫ってきていた。しかし僕はおじけづくどころか、剣を抜いて立ち向かった。一人で4人もの幕府武士を相手にしたんだぞ。
Wow, you're so badass.
おいおい、やるじゃねえかお前。いつの間にそんなできるようになったんだ。
この人はもっとすごいぞ。僕が力尽きて倒れそうになった時、突然横から飛び出してきて何人もの幕府武士を倒したんだ。
Actually, it was 2 fell swoops, but the first one was to set up the second one, really. So you can think of it as one swoop. Yeah, sure. It's like one of those things where you're lying, but then you tell enough truth in the lie that it really like makes the lie more convincing. Where it's just like, of course we didn't kill him in one swoop. We had a big fight with them, and we pulled off a ton of elemental skills and elemental bursts in order to defeat them. But yeah, one fell swoop, yeah, whatever.
それに100個目の神の目の目狩り儀式も阻止したんだぞ。ライデン将軍ですら何もできなかったみたいだ。
すごいな、お前ら。
Yeah, be impressed. I don't see your impressed face.
だが、他のはまだ信じられるが、ライデン将軍に正面から立ち向かったのは少し誇張しすぎじゃないか?
Oh yeah, we totally
無
fought
双の
against
人
the
たちを
Shogun.
聞いたことないわけじゃないだろ?
I'm trying to think of a joke I can make about trying to convince him that we fought against Raiden Shogun. Like, yeah, she stepped on me. It was very nice. Here's a footprint to prove it on my chest. And except, I don't know. I felt like maybe that was not a very good joke to make.
まあともかく、最近は負け戦が多くてもうダメかと思ってた。だが、新入りも鉄平も想像してたより頼もしいみたいだな。傷を早く治して前線に戻らないと。
No, rest up while you can. It is, as I said, the front lines are fucked. There's a reactor that's about to explode.
そんな覚悟じゃ生ぬるい。俺は今も傷を負ったまま訓練してる。昨日は傷口が開いてしまったが。
傷薬を探してこようか？この前とある生薬のことを聞いたんだけど、オニカブトムシを使えば強力な傷薬ができるらしいんだ。
I've been collecting all of those.
塗った後はひんやりして 傷口の治りも早くなるとか。
What?
それをくれ。
But it's icky, it's full of bugs and cripply crawlies. Ugh, I don't like it.
なんか変な気もするな。普通にググプラムでいいんじゃないか？
Plum?
ま、お前たちの判断に任せるが。
I don't think there's any wolf hooks here. So do they have it imported? I don't think I've come across any wolf hooks in Inazuma at the moment yet.
じゃあ新入りに決めてもらおう。僕はここで少し準備しとくよ。
Okay.
奇妙な生薬の方がいいなら鬼カブトムシを少し持ってきてくれないかな。それを使って僕が薬にするから。もしググプラムの方がいいならそれを持ってきてほしい。無論こっちの生薬もおすすめだよ。もしかしたらこっちも想定以上の効果があるかもしれない。
We shall experiment on their bodies. In the name of resistance, give materials that can be used as medicine. I don't think the words have changed. So yeah, let's give it
お
to
疲
them.
れ。どの薬にするか。
Since I have 730 of these, let's give them this. Since they say they want to try this anyway.
そっか。
Wait, why does he look disappointed?
大丈夫。その方が安全だしね。
Oh, this is the safer option. Oh. I kind of want to go back now, but I can't. I want to give him the creepy bug.
じゃあ後で薬を塗りに行こう。この薬があればみんなもきっと早く良くなる。
Oh. I wonder what would happen if if it's actually like I don't think it would actually amount to anything. He might have just been excited and that would have been the end of that decision.
何にせよ今回はありがとう。
He would have been excited. He'd be like, "Oh my goodness, you actually got this bug. Aha, we'll try it right away." And he'd be like more upbeat about it than what happened just now, where he's just disappointed that we brought him some wolf hooks.
この薬結構痛いな。
But I thought you love it when it hurts.
よくある薬だが効果はいいと聞いた。薬を塗ってくれたこと感謝するよ。
まだ足りない。もっと塗ってくれ。今からお前たちと一緒に戦うのが待ちきれない。
たくさん塗っても早く治ることはない。お前は深夜こっそり訓練する癖を直せ。
He said he was dying to get back on the battlefield. It's like, choose your words wisely. You don't want to jinx yourself now, do you?
ありがとう、てっぺ。それと新入りも。そうだ。今訓練営で射撃訓練を行ってるみたいだから新入りと一緒に見に行ってみろよ。あそこなら抵抗軍の兵士もたくさんいるし新入りが溶け込む手助けにもなるだろう。
I think that guy laying down probably needed more of the medicine than these two lively looking fellers.
わかった。任せてよ。早速行ってみよう。
Okata.
いつになったら前線に戻れるんだ。
メガリレーが受け入れられることはない。この戦必ず抵抗軍が勝つ。
It is interesting that it is a minority of people with vision, but then there are people who, I don't know, believe in like people's rights enough that they would fight on behalf of people with vision, or at least maybe it's like their ideals. They believe in like people having their rights to have vision, so they help people with vision kind of thing. I don't know. I guess it's like in real life where there's like a minority of people, but you can kind of gather awareness and have people support minorities even though they're not part of a minority, and that kind of furthers a cause more than just minorities fighting for their own rights. Apparently I need to do some archery. Will Lumine actually be able to equip a bow? That would be a cool change. Instead of like getting new elements to attune to, we can actually like equip other weapons in the future as the traveler. I just saw a smoky thing poof up there. Or was it just a cloud? I guess there's like some level of detail pop-ins. That's what I saw earlier. Oh, I think I saw some of this stuff on the Genshin Impact subreddit where it was raining and thundering and the person like
また
got
当たらなかっ
lightninged
た。くそ
as they're trying to do the archery, and it just automatically fails you.
さっき数えたけど、10本打って1本しか。
一本しか中心に当たらなかったのか？
I feel like this is all like kind of filler right now, and it's not really interesting.
1本しか的に当たらなかった。
I want to get back on track with the Archon story instead of like hanging out with these nobodies.
嘘だろ？まあここ何日かの状況から見て弓矢の技術を上げるためには単純な反復訓練じゃ足りないのは確かだ。
I'm trying to fight the urge to like skip all this
弓を引
dialogue.
き狙いを定め矢を射る。簡単なことだと思ってたけどまさかこんなに難しかったとはな。この進捗じゃ
Oops.
いつになったら戦場に立てるかわからない。今度教官が来た時に教えてもらうしかないだろう。
でも、今は前線の状況が厳しくて、実力のある教官はほとんど支援に行ってる。僕たちはこのまま訓練を続けるしかない。ああ、このままやっても本当に立派な抵抗軍の兵士になれるんだろうか。その悩み、しかと聞いたぞ。鉄平先輩？ああ、今回来たのは君たちの悩みを解消する新入りを紹介するためだ。この方は戦場で幕府武士を軽々と4人も倒したんだぞ。
Paimon gets to feel like smug about it too, even though she didn't do any fighting.
しかも勇敢にメガリ儀式を阻止し、ライデン将軍の手から生き延びた。
Yes, be impressed.
本当ですか？その弓術を教えていただけないでしょうか？
Have you heard of the Archer's Paradox? Yeah, figure that out.
あまり時間は取らせません。お手本を見せてくれるだけでいいのです。以前は他の訓練が忙しく、弓術のコツを覚える余裕がなくて。お願いします。
The Archer's Paradox, I think it's like there's like an angle between the arrow and the bow. So when you knock a bow, even though the bow is pointing at the target, your arrow is slightly out of angle, and the further you shoot it, the bigger the angle becomes, I guess, or the little bit of an angle difference between where you're aiming and where the arrow is actually pointing is what's kind of affecting it. Because if you pull back on a bow, the bow is in one like alignment, except since the arrow is like, instead of like going through the bow as you would imagine, it is slightly to the side of it, like it's touching the bow shaft instead. Is it called a shaft? And that's why it's like slightly angled, because like there's like a physical difference in it. But then the paradox is that you would think that the angle would affect it, but it doesn't, or something like that. And it's like, do you account for it or not, or something like that? But it like it does affect it and it doesn't affect it at the same time, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. Okay, but watch close, but pay attention this time.
はい、しかとはい。
Yeah, whatever. This all looked like busy work to me. Destroy a certain number of blue targets to complete the training exercise. Watch out, though, hitting a red target represents allied forces, or leaving the training area will result in failure. Really, red targets are allied forces. Usually red means like kill and blue means allies. Wait, how do I... So I guess I need to equip a bow character then? Because Lumine doesn't have a bow. Diona? Or Tartaglia? We'll put Diona.
私にま
Oh, right!
緊張してるんじゃない？
I just said red usually means enemies and blue is allies, which is what I'm so used to, that in this case blue is enemy and red is allies. I done
それじゃあお手
goofed.
本にならないか。頑張れ。信じて。
Alright, let's try this again.
準備できた？うん。今回。
I've done goofed. Lately, I feel like I've been making that mistake a lot. Like, I've been playing Battlefield 1 with my friends, And I can't tell the difference between allies and enemies, even though like allies clearly have like a icon above their heads. But at first glance, I just shoot at everything that moves, and most of the time it's allies. I think it's because the character models are so similar between allies and enemies. Go for the chest. Go for the chest. And I wish I could use the mouse and keyboard here, but unfortunately, there's still no switch invert for mouse controls, which is what I'm used to. And it doesn't seem like they're going to add that anytime soon.
どうだ僕の言う通りすごかっただろう
They're like, it wasn't even you who did it, it was a little cat girl, we saw. I think in the story, technically we're not supposed to have like our little party. It's only going to be us and Paimon. We just have our party of characters kind of as like a gameplay thing more than anything. But we're supposed to pretend that it was Lumine who did the archery there.
確かにどうして自分が当てられないのかが分かりました
It's because you're not a little cat girl, that's why.
姿勢が正しくない力が足りてない弓を握る手が安定してない環境の影響を考慮してない幸いそれ以外は問題ありませんでした
すでに問題多すぎだろう。しかしお手本を見られてとても勉強になりました。今回それを見て上達への道を見出すことができました。それに沿って努力を続ければきっと強くなれると思います。実は戦争が始まる前、自分は渡積島の一般人でした。当時は妻と穏やかに暮らし、争いとは全く無縁の生活を送っていましたが、メガリレーが敷かれてから全てが変わりました。
So when did the Vision Hunt Degree get established?
幕府軍のやり方は納
It
得で
sounds
きません。
recent.
その思いを一心に抵抗軍に入りました。どうやらまだまだ進むべき道は長いみたいですが。
The Vision Hunt Decree sounds recent, but at the same time, in order for like outposts and stuff to be built already, it sounds like it also would have been in effect for a very long time as well. But then again, like they've only gotten 100. They're 100th. I guess now they've only got 99 since the 100th one got interrupted. And that doesn't sound like a lot of vision, unless like vision just is so rare. I don't know. This is weird. I kind of wish the timeline of events was a little bit more clear in this case.
神の目がなく戦いの才能もない我々は本当に皆さんのように戦場で活躍できるのでしょうか。今はこんなこと考えてても仕方ありません。助けていただきありがとうございます。では練習の続きを行ってまいります。
そう深く考えるな前線には僕たちがいる安心して訓練するといいさあ他の場所に行こうどこに行こうか大変だ幕府軍の奇襲だ
Oh wow.
軍営には負傷兵がたくさんいる幕府軍に入られるわけにはいかないお前たちも来てくれ共に幕府軍を追い払うぞそんなバカなここには攻め込めないはずだ僕たちも行ってみよう手柄を立てる機会かもしれない
Revolutionary Outlander. Let's put Rosaria back on the team before we get into battle by accident. Let's see what this says. Defeat the Shogunate's army squad, attempting to sneak attack. Hello. Would you boys like to hear the word of Lord Barbados and his freedom? Why are you all poking your rods at me? That's not very nice. Your manager is gonna hear a sexual assault allegation. We're gonna sue you for sexual assault. Alright, let's deal with this. No corporation's gonna help the employees. They're more interested in helping themselves.
あたいの最強の音を聞け。
諦めし
元気出してよ。えい、
Don't point at me.
いや
Rosaria's like normal attack chain's pretty satisfying to go through.
でもなんでここに幕府軍の人間が？拠点の周りには見回りの抵抗軍兵士がたくさんいる。幕府軍がここまでたどり着くことなんてできないはず。
It's because you left the front lines. You're supposed to be a scout, weren't you? Now you're back here, so no one's scouting right now to warn people
ま
of
さか
attacks.
内通者が。
You're the traitor for not being out in the front lines like you're supposed to and scouting and giving intelligence of enemy movement.
幕府軍と通じ、僕たちの情報を売って拠点に入らせた。
Dun dun dun, there's a mole among us.
内通者を捕まえて拠点を守る。手柄を立てる最高の機会じゃないか。
何を考えてるんだ。さっき拠点の周りを調査したところ、拠点近くにある壁が崩壊してた。
Wait, what?
幕府軍はきっとそれを利用したんだろう。近くの崖から登り、穴の開いた壁から拠点へ攻め込んだんだ。壁を直して近くに見張りを手配すれば、このようなことが起きることはもうないだろう。
Yes, we can just double the guards. Like, we're just gonna split someone into two and we have two people, right?
そうか、わかった。近くに木材と縄があるから僕たちが直すよ。勝負と行こうじゃないか、新入り。こう見えても後方勤務には自信があるんだ。先輩の頼もしいところを見せてやるぜ。
Sure, whatever. In the name of resistance, collect nearby repair material. Where can I find repair material? Aha! Repair the walls around the equipment. Or around the encampment. Shloop.
よし、これで問題ないはずだ。幕府軍のやつら、翼が生えて飛べるようになったとしても侵入できると思うなよ。これで僕も抵抗軍に少しは貢献できたかな。でもなんで後方勤務ばっかりなんだよ。せっかく前線に移動になって人生の軌道に乗ったと思ったのに、昔と同じ生活に戻ってるじゃないか。
なんかお前妙に前線にこだわってるな。
五郎様が言うように、僕たちは皆戦う意志があって抵抗軍に加入したんだ。貢献する方法はいろいろあるけど、できることならこの手で幕府武士を倒したいだろ。そうだ、もう軍営回りは終わったから、これから五郎様のところに行こう。うまくいけば前線の作戦任務を引き受けることができるかもしれない。
General Gorou is like a playable character coming to a banner soon, right? I believe he's like a 4-star, so like he's. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull him when he's on the banner, since he is Geo, and Geo characters are pretty cool to play. I think like out of all the elements, Electro characters are at the moment not that fun to play. There's always some weird jank with Electro players, more jank than the usual. Like with Keqing, using her stiletto, like her elemental skill, is like sometimes it's weird. It like triggers funny, and she gets like delayed after casts and stuff. And you sometimes like teleport in a direction that and attacks in the wrong direction. And it's just a little frustrating. And I guess she gets her elemental burst pretty often, which is pretty fun. But yeah, Beto, her counter is fun, but like you have to be really good with her counter in order to really take advantage of it. A lot of times when I'm playing through, I'm like waiting for an animation, and while waiting for the animation to counter, I could have like done some damage during it. But instead I'm like stuck on the counter like elemental skill, which is a little bit, I don't know, different. And like her elemental burst isn't really that interesting. It just surrounds her with these two like floating electro dragons, and she just zaps people around her. which is, I don't know. A lot of numbers pop up, but I don't know, it's not really that interesting. I guess you get a shield too. But her the main fun about her is her elemental skill, which I don't know, like her elemental skill, you need to like absorb so much damage before you do like a good amount of damage. Otherwise, you do like maybe a K or two, depending on how you build her, I guess. But then like in one elemental skill of Jean's, like poke, you do like way more damage than like waiting for a bunch of hits for her counter. But I guess she is a 5-star here, Jean, and she's a 4-star, so maybe there's a bit of a power difference in that sense. I don't know. And with Lisa, I had a lot of problems playing Lisa in the past that I've explained. Like, she flies backwards when she uses her normal attacks, which I don't like since I constantly need to like put her back into position. And like her elemental skill, the charge on it, you can charge it, but it doesn't automatically fire when you complete the charge. So you have to know the exact timing of the release to fully take advantage of it. And at the same time, like the way I've built her, actually right now I don't think she has anything good as artifacts. I took her artifacts and gave it to Kachin, I think. But yeah, her like charge, like her elemental skill charge takes so long to charge, and it doesn't seem to really be that like rewarding. Like the risk reward aspect of it isn't, the reward aspect of the risk reward isn't that rewarding. Like I feel like if you make the entire charge, you should be able to do like insane damage, but it seems to just be like slightly more than a regular damage from the way I built her. I might have not built her properly for that though. Razor is actually pretty good for an Electro. It's pretty straightforward, so I like Razor as an Electro character a lot. And there's a little bit of jank in her, or in his elemental skills, like charge. Like if you hold it, at the very least, if you're finished charging his attack, he automatically fires his charge attack, charge electro skill attack, or elemental skill attack. Unlike Lisa, which you have to let go before it works. But if you like let go too fast, then like you lose that charge, and it's kind of like wastes it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like once you start the animation, I don't know. It might be a skill thing, but yeah, his elemental burst also, like if you switch out of it, he loses his elemental burst. But I guess that's part of his character kit, since there is a constellation that makes it so that he gains a lot of energy back when you switch out of his elemental burst preemptively, or before it like runs out. So yeah, I don't really like that aspect. I mean, it would be awesome if you can go to an elemental burst, smack a little bit of people, and then switch to a different character like Yanfei or something, put some pyro on people, switch back so that he's back in his elemental burst, and you continue to like combo react the pyro and electro. But unfortunately, you kind of have to have like something on the field, some AoE like thing on the field before that happens. And Fischl is pretty fun to play. The only thing I don't like about her electro kit is that she doesn't have any invulnerable frames for her elemental burst, whereas everyone else during their elemental burst like animation, they're invincible. But I guess since she flies around as Oz, she would have a lot of invulnerable frames for elemental burst, and it might like make her a bit more rigged. So yeah, she can take damage while she's doing elemental burst, which is kind of lame. But yeah, so far Electro seems to be the least, the theme of Electro characters seems to be the least fun, whereas Anemo characters for me is like the most fun. And I wish I had Xiao and Kazuha, but I don't, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. And yeah, the rest of them are pretty okay. Ice is pretty fun so far. Our Cryo characters are pretty fun too. Anyways, I rambled. I shouldn't have. I didn't really want to talk about random people all of a sudden. I just thought I wanted to make a point with the Electro people.
少し状況が変わった。五郎様は今前線で兵を率いて出向いている。
Okay.
少し前に前線にいきなり幕府軍の増援が現れたんだ。それも 九条さら直々に隊を率いている。
She's the pretty lady who let us go from the police jail.
それに引き換えこっちは三五宮様はもう何日も顔を出してない上に残してくれた虎の巻の中身もそろそろ底を尽きる。
So at this point, I think Her Excellency is referring to Kokomi Sangonomiya. In the English subtitles here, it's not as obvious, but in the Japanese dub, he was saying Sangonomiya Sama, which is just like straight up says it, pretty much referring to Kokomi, I believe, or some other Sangonomiya person. But in this case, I think I'm like 90% sure that he's referring to Kokomi. So I guess she's gonna be in this story pretty soon here, hopefully.
非常に不利な状況だ。このまま撤退すれば我々の士気に壊滅的な打撃を与える。今は五郎様が形勢を挽回してくれることを祈るしかない。この戦いはおそらく厳しいものとなるだろ
う。僕たちも前線に行こう。
Okay.
It'll
take us 3 weeks to get to the front lines.
幕府軍にタタラスナを通過させてなるものか。
Ring! In the name of resistance, go to the front lines. The text here hasn't changed yet, except for the objective. I keep checking just in case, but unfortunately, I kind of hope that it did change, but unfortunately it didn't. Alright, we won't take the scenic route this time, we'll just teleport as close as we can. Do we get to play as Gorou at this point? That would be pretty cool. Get to know what weapon he uses. Whoa, there's a lot of them there. Rosaria knows how to handle the boys, so good thing we have her on our team. Oh, wait, what? So the... Oh, okay. I thought, like, the Shogunate was on this side, and Gorou and his men are on the other side, but they're actually, like, the other way, like this way and this way. What's going on, boys? Sarah Kujou is here. She's so pretty, oh my god. And they're men. Are they gonna have, like, an honor bout so that they like fight instead of having their men fight each other as like kind of like as to pay respect to their men? They just get their generals to fight. They were a lot closer in the map before this cutscene. She's got like those Tengu shoes. How do you even walk on those? I wonder what kind of weapon she uses. She doesn't use a greatsword, I don't think. I hope she's not using a sword. There's just so many sword characters in the game at the moment. And if she uses a spear too, then she'll be pretty similar to Raiden Shogun. I don't know. Maybe she uses a bow as well. Or for whatever reason, I made the assumption that Gorou uses a bow, because that's what I'm hoping for. But that's why I said as well. But maybe she uses a bow.
彼女には我々幕府軍もかなり手を焼かされた。抵抗軍がここまで持ちこたえたのも彼女のおかげだろう。だがそれも終わりだ。これだけの戦力差、策略はもはや意味をなさない。すでに抵抗軍の底は知れた。将軍様に逆らう者にはそれ相応の罰を受けてもらおう。
俺は三五宮様を信じてる。俺たち抵抗軍の兵士たちを信じてる。願リレーは正しい道なんかじゃない。俺たちは抵抗をやめない。
I almost feel like it is implied that Sarah Kujou also doesn't really agree with the Vision Hunt decree by how she like let us free when she caught us trying to break out the guy who like makes counterfeit? No, what's the word? Fake, fake visions for people to give away so that they can keep their vision, even though the guards has confiscated like the fake one. I feel like she might feel like taking people's vision away is also injustice, but then her loyalties lie with Raiden Shogun, so she's kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place there, where she's got to see which, or make a decision what she values more, whether it is her morals or her loyalty to Raiden Shogun. And I guess she chose Raiden Shogun in this case. That's my like interpretation, and that's what it's gonna be for my headcanon. She's just like torn as to how she should behave, and in the meantime, her loyalty is winning over her sense of morals and sense of justice, and that's why she's still working for Raiden Shogun.
いいだろう。それと、お前たちも最新の検証例を見ただろう。あの金髪の旅人、今お前たちのところにいるはずだ。そいつを渡してくれるのなら、息をつかせるくらいの時間はやろう。この時期に戦うのは、双方にとっていい選択ではないからな。
まさかそのために増援を。
彼女は将軍様にとって重要な存在なんだ。抵抗軍にとっては不要であると私は思うがな。
それは違う。彼女は抵抗軍にとっても重要な存在だ。彼女はもう抵抗軍に入り、
He's on our
俺の部下
side.
になっている。
I just want to pat him on the head and rub his belly. Actually, yeah, maybe rubbing his belly is a little bit wrong, since he is like human shaped. You do it to a dog, but you wouldn't do it to a human. But would you do it to a half human, half dog? Probably not. Depends how much human and how much dog.
抵抗軍は仲間を撃ってはならない。それが三国宮様がはるか前に決めた規則だ。
五郎様。
てっぺえ、それにお前もどうしてきたんだ？
It's my duty as a member of the resistance. I don't know if I want to ally myself to them, like completely say that I'm in their group. We're here to help.
分かった。共に戦おう。
また会ったな。今回は見逃してやらんぞ。
I like your mask thing that you have. It looks really good. It fits your hair style and your face really well. And she's just like blushing inside. Oh, he's complimenting me. Oh man, I don't get compliments very often.
お前が抵抗軍に入ったのは彼らの後ろに隠れるためだと思ってたが、ここに現れたということは私の想像以上に勇敢であるということか。ならばこちらから提案がある。
Can you imagine how weird it would be if you can somehow like do something like that, where like someone is like getting in your face about something, and instead of like starting to feel defensive and just like trying to defend yourself either with words or whatever, or trying to yell back or scream back, you just like compliment them. You just like take control of the situation. Some person comes up to you and we're like, your shoes are so stupid, and it doesn't, and you're dumb or whatever. I don't know. I'm not really good at making fun of people, I guess. But someone comes and insults you, and instead of trying to insult back, you're just like, well, I really like your hat, and it looks really nice. It really fits the aesthetics of your the lines on your face, your chin, your jawline, and it really brings out the colors in your eyes, and it's really nice. I really like it. And it's just like they'll be so confused, like, I'm here to like pick a fight with you and you're complimenting me? What's going on? That's what we're gonna do to Sarah all the time. Every time she comes to us trying to like provoke us, we're just gonna compliment her. We'll be like, oh, I like your shoes. It makes you look so tall. And she'll be like, oh, I am a little self-conscious about my height. That's why I wear such tall shoes. We're such thick soles. Say, oh, I love the mask that you have on your head. I had a mask too, but it was taken away from me. I wasn't allowed to use it. It was a fox mask. Yeah, fox mask, the red fox mask you're wearing really juxtaposes with your hair color really well. And she's just like, oh, he's complimenting me. Maybe I shouldn't arrest her.
今回の人前秘部、お前が抵抗軍を代表して出陣するというのはどうだ？
She has the electro vision as well.
人前秘部なんだそれ。
戦いが始まる前に両軍から精鋭を選び
Hey, that's what I was
一名
talking
ずつで対
about
決を行
earlier.
っていくことだ。優勢な方にとってあまり意味のないことだが、劣勢な立場であれば士気を立て直す絶好の機会だが、彼女の目的は明らかなものだ。これを機にお前を捕まえたいのだろう。無理はするな。このまま全員で戦いを始めても構わない。
どうするんだ旅人。お前が決めてくれ。
I won't lose. I won't lose. So we gotta fight against, Oh, we're just gonna fight against some regular soldier? Of course we're gonna win. I thought we were gonna fight against Sarah Kujou. And we got to kind of see what weapons she uses. This guy's like, I'm so nervous. She was super powerful. I saw her fight against Raiden Shogun. She was actually doing pretty well. Alright, what do you got for me? This is my secret technique. You'll never see it coming. Huh? Are you afraid yet? Whoop! Oh, you missed. I should zoom out a little. Oh yeah, I'm just charging up my special ability. You'll never see it coming. Whoop! Oh, now I turned into a really hot lady. Oh, trying to jab me with your rod again. Ooh, people have been jabbing their rods at me all day. I wonder if it's because of the way I'm dressed. I like how the AI is just like so incompetent. You can just like walk circles. You can run around them and they're just like so confused. They're like, what's happening? What's happening? Well, he's actually taller than Rosaria. I thought Rosaria was a pretty tall lady. I'll show you how to use a spear. Spear Demon Fujita Sanshiro. It is I behind you. I guess I should be fighting with using the Traveler. Oh, we gotta fight multiple people. Oh, this guy's ready. He's already in his stance. Bamboo breaking tiger. He doesn't look like a tiger, and he doesn't look like he can break any bamboos. Seeing as how he's so slow. I hit you in the butt. Owie! Go for his butt. Go for his legs. I'm charging my ultimate ability. I thought he's getting buffed when the Sarah Kujou was talking. I thought he was gonna get buffed or something. But he seems just as useless as the last guy I fought. Ow! Ow! He actually nicked me there. Alright. Let me sing you the songs of peace. Na 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 na. Kira? Alright, let's finish this. Oh, I totally missed. That's a little embarrassing. I meant to do that to give you a false sense of security, so then I can exploit it. Go for his kneecaps. Oh, this guy's got a samurai sword. He's a big boy. Hello there, big boy. Are you ready to cross weapons with me? Alright, I'll stop dicking around now. I think I can only do so much of the silly jokes about how I'm fighting them before it kind of gets tiring and old. Here, have a sexy nun lady. Now freeze. Now burn. Now shock. Oh, he's blocking my attacks. Oh, I'm behind you. I didn't miss that time.
どうやらこのまま戦っても意味がないみ
She
たい
just want to see how we fight? Is that what?
兵士たちよ、かかれ。
Oh, no, she's not gonna keep her side of the word. A dishonorable soldier. The worst kind of warrior.
浄土を開口せしは永遠なる鳴神なり。
Oh, you have such perfect skin. What is your morning routine like? You gotta tell me.
どうやら戦いは避けられないようだな。迎え撃つぞ。
Do we get to play as Gorou? Please let us play as Gorou. I'm really curious what weapon he
見ろ
uses.
俺に続け。
Oh no, it's a cutscene. You're holding, you're aiming wrong with that bow. Oh, he uses a bow. I guess they both use bows. Oh, I'm really excited now. Does he go beast mode? Does Gorou go beast mode? Oh my goodness, I'll be so happy to see a beast mode Gorou. His like elemental burst just like makes him like huge and strong. Oh, she does use a bow. I'm really excited to unlock it. I hope Kujou Sara is a 4-star character, so there'll be a high chance that I'll get her. And I think Gorou is a 4-star character, so hopefully it's like a better chance for me to unlock them than 5 stars. Uh-oh. Is it the lady Kokomi? Heroes never die.
三五宮様。
お待たせしました。私の副兵たち。
Oh.
今がその時です。
Kazuha's here as well. Beidou as well. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, don't mess with Beidou. She's badass.
久しぶりでござるな、友よ。
I love these like cutscenes. They're always a treat to watch. We're not retreating. We're advancing to future victory. Oh, hello there. Did somebody call a doctor? I don't know if she's a doctor. She's probably not a doctor. I'm just quoting Mercy from Overwatch.
ごきげんよう。お初にお目にかかります。まずは自己紹介をしましょう。
Well, hello there. I also know a water vision catalyst holder named Mona. You should meet her. She's really interesting.
私は三五宮ここみ。抵抗軍の指揮官であり、渡積島の荒人神の巫女です。
Oh, look at all these characters. Kokomi, Gorou, 2 new characters. Beidou, Kazuha. I guess Kazuha is still pretty new at this point, as I'm recording this video. And then there's Lumine and Paimon. And this random guy, what's he doing here? Teppei. Is that Teppei? You're not special like everyone else. Get out of here.
この肩書きは初めてお聞きになるかもしれませんが、簡単に言えば渡積島は現在私が管理しています。それとあそこは抵抗軍の本拠地でもあります。実はすでに北斗さんと和葉さんからあなたのことはお聞きしていました。ただ抵抗軍のところに来るとは思ってもいませんでしたけど。この後何かお考えは？
My plans were to find my brother this entire time, but I thought maybe Raiden Shogun could help me with it since neither Venti or Zhongli has any ideas, or at least they're hiding something from me, and I thought maybe I can convince Electro Archon Raiden Shogun to help me find my brother. But other than that, no immediate plans.
でしたら三五宮へ行ってみてはどうでしょう。
Okay, that sounds good.
幕府軍が一時的に撤退したとはいえ、戦争はまだまだ終わりを迎えることはありません。
That's kind of obvious.
メガリレーは廃止されておらず、天領奉行とライデン将軍も止まる気配はない。問題は何も解決していません。
So is Sangonomiya Kokomi like an Inazuma character? Or is there like, I don't know, a bunch of because I thought like Inazuma character is supposed to be like Japanese, but then like she has blonde hair, blue eyes, so I don't know, maybe it's just kind of they're just getting inspiration from Japan for here, and like just because they're supposedly Japanese doesn't mean they have to look Japanese. They can still look like however they want. They can design these characters to be however they like. Like Gorou is like a dog person, so why can't blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady be Inazumin as well?
産後宮へ行き、今後の対策を練ることをお勧めします。い
Sure.
かがでしょうか?
I'm actually really interested to see how she plays, because she's like a 5-star water catalyst user, kind of like Mona. But if she has like if she's just like similar to Mona, I don't really understand why they would just have two characters that are similar. So if she's like completely different, like maybe she's like a healer or something, or a barrier shield person, or maybe I don't know. If she's also DPS, then she would have to be like a different kind of DPS than Mona. So I don't know. They can design characters however they want, but I feel like it'll be weird if they just designed another different looking Mona. That just like, I don't know. And if she power creeps over Mona too, then I feel like a lot of Mona mains or people who like Mona might not like it either. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how she plays.
僕も言っていいかな?
I guess I keep saying that for every new character I see. I'm like, I'm curious to see how they play. I'm curious to see what weapons they use. I'm curious to see what vision they have, or what kind of role they have. They're designed with. I keep saying that, but I guess that's for sure for every character for me, since this game is pretty good with designing new characters.
渡積島には詳しいんだ。引き続き君の案内役ができると思う。
Of course you can come.
ゴロー、こたびはお疲れ様でした。抵抗軍の力はもとより幕府軍より弱いもの。私がいないこの期間、きっと大変だったでしょう。この後もまだあなたには残ってもらう必要があります。幕府軍を見張り、負傷人員の治療をしてください。ここには傭兵を手配します。カザハさんもいるので、あなたもいくらか楽になるでしょう。
Should we get out of the rain and thunder before we continue this conversation? Because it doesn't really make sense for us to all get sick.
任せてくれ、三宮様。
私はもう一つ用事が残っています。先に三宮へ戻らなくては。準備が終わったら鉄平のところに行ってください。彼があなたを三宮へと連れて行ってくれるでしょう。
Okay.
これまでの貢献、感謝いたします。
Oh,
これ
okay.
からは共に戦いましょう。
I thought Lumin was going to get hit by lightning there.
稲妻の未来のために。
Oh, I'm done. I thought that was going to be a lot longer, but apparently I'm done. This is awesome. So I'm guessing, I'm hoping like, where's Sangonomiya is not a part of this map right now. So does that mean there's actually more islands possibly in this direction? Logically speaking, I think it would be in this island since it's like they're fighting a war going this way against the Shogunate, against the Raiden Shogun going, and this is kind of like the main battlefield here. So I'm thinking it should be like somewhere here or maybe down here. And yeah, if this Archon story continues and we unlock yet another island, that would be really awesome. I would love to see that. And yeah, I guess I'm done. And Kazuha and Beidou have been reintroduced into the story. Hey Beidou, how are you doing?
音も立てずにこんな待ち伏せができるのはうちの非調整号ぐらいだ。
Yeah, man. It's almost as if you were spawned into the battle without any way. You're just spawned in the battle for that cutscene.
どうだ？びっくりしただろう？実を言うと私もさ、あんたを離島に送ってからまさかタタラスナでまた会うとはな。
Oh yeah, we travel. We are the travelers, so we're really good at traveling.
だがどこにいようとあんたが私の仲間だってことには変わりない。
I really like how like badass Beidou sounds when you're playing as her, like when she fights and stuff, and when she like, this is the Japanese dub I'm talking about. I'm not really sure if this is the same with like the other dubs, but yeah, and when she's fighting, she sounds so badass. She sounds like such a fierce like warrior, the way like the voice actress done her voice. But then when you talk to her normally, she sounds like such a nice person. I really like that like juxtaposition between her different personalities, her like serious battle warrior self and her like friendship personality, her like, oh, you're a friend, I'm gonna treat you as a friend kind of personality. I really like that about Beto's character.
何か助けが必要なら私に頼れ。あんたの力になってやる。
And like the enunciations of her voice just sounds like so what's the word here? Like encouraging. Like the way she says it is like, it sounds so encouraging. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that that's how you hear it too. I don't know. Kazuha, how are you doing?
来る途中にお主の検証令を見かけたが、そうたやすく捕まるものではないと知っていたでござるよ。
Oh yeah.
ライデン将軍に会ったのでござるか？彼女は以前と同じように威圧感に満ちていたであろう。
So yeah, in like a past few wish videos that I made while it was on the Ayaka banner. It's still on the Ayaka banner as I'm playing, but I'm gonna be posting this video way later. So yeah, when the Ayaka banner was up, I was saying how like, one of my critiques about Ayaka is that she's a samurai character, but she uses a one-handed sword, and it just doesn't really make sense for like a samurai character. And I totally forgot that I said I really liked Kazuha's like character kit, even though he is also like a one-handed sword samurai type character. That like criticism just went, like I felt I sounded like such a hypocrite there, where like they're both Kazuha and Ayaka are one-handed swords users, but then I say I was critiquing Ayaka for it and not doing the same for Kazuha. And in fact, I said like I really like Kazuha's character kit, whereas I said for Ayaka I was critiquing it, saying I didn't really like this and this and this and that about Ayaka, and I realized like how bad I sound. I guess this just goes to show like how bad I am at explaining myself, and it just takes time, I guess, for me to realize these things. In the end, I feel like I learned how to use Ayaka, and I started like her character kit started to grow on me, and I can look past some of the weirdness to her normal attack chain. Like if you compare Ayaka's normal attack chain to Rosaria's normal attack chain, I feel like Rosaria's normal attack chain is just way more satisfying to go through than Ayaka, even though Ayaka's like charge attack is way more satisfying to use than Rosaria's charge attack. Rosaria's charge attack just like she like flies through the air and flies through the enemies, and that's about it. Whereas like Ayaka like slashes really quickly and like hits everyone in front of her really fast, which is really satisfying to use.
無双の人たち、こうも及ばぬものか。いつの日か、拙者たちもあの威圧感に相対することができるやもしれぬ。
I think I might skip the voice. Whatever. That's okay. It's cool to have those guys back, but let's see what Gorou has to say. I'm really glad that he is a bow character. I think bow characters are pretty fun to use in this game. Since melee characters have like this thing that these charge attack that uses stamina, bow characters don't have anything like that. So you can always like dodge and fire, and you don't have to worry about using up that stamina resource too quickly. Hey Gorou, how are you doing?
さすが三宮様。それにこんなところでカズハにまた会えるなんて。以前一緒に戦ったのはもうだいぶ昔のことになるな。当時カズハの友人が御前試合に負け、ライデン将軍に切られた。カズハが彼の神の目を持って逃亡してる時、抵抗軍にも来たことがあるんだ。もうあれからそんなに経つんだな。
So yeah. So I felt like this story, a lot of it was like filler. We went around talking to like Teppei's, wait, there's no Teppei here? Like his recruit, like we were near recruits and he was introducing us around. And I guess it was kind of introducing this area to try and give more of like a presence, like give us like this feeling of like, oh, we're in like this ragtag base here, this like outpost, and everyone here is like hurt, and they need resources, and they need more people to get to the front lines, and like they're getting infiltrated. Someone is being a mole or a defector or whatever, and opening up defenses so that they can be exploited and stuff. Like it's just trying to like show how like bad this war is on the resistance end too. I guess more on the resistance end is pretty bad, and it seems pretty comfortable on the Shogun's end. But yeah, I felt like a lot of it was like a bit of filler and could probably have been shorter. But I guess it needed to be a certain amount of like, you need low ends like this in order to like really prop up the high ends. Maybe that's the kind of thing they're going for. But I feel like, I don't know, some of this could have been cut down and we would still have the same effect. But yeah, I think I've mumbled long enough. I really like this story. I'm interested to see what next things they would have in the next like update. I guess it's still the Ayaka banner, and the next one is the Yoimiya banner, I believe. But yeah, I've talked enough. Let me know how you feel about this story so far, or if you've ever... See, this is the thing, when I try to get like audience involved into some of my videos by asking these questions, I don't know when people will be watching, so you could be watching the moment I release this video, and then the comments would be kind of more legitimate. And if I ask you, oh, let me know how you feel, and I would be interested to read about it or whatever. But then like, what if this is like a couple years down the road when like this section has been out for a while now, and people already know like all the stuff that happens after this, and then they watch this and they're like, oh, I know exactly what happens. So there's really no like speculation in that part. But yeah, anyways, I've rambled enough. I'll just end things here. Thanks for watching. I'll stand here with these two since they're so cool. But Lumin can't stop staring at Beidou for whatever reason. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and goodbye. Oh, she hides behind Beidou after doing that. Goodbye.